goody? It's Ghiman Mckinney, your boy. I'm back with another video for y'all. And guys, I've been slacking a little bit as of late, but guys, it's not because I've just been lazy. It's not because I've been lazy. I was on senior trip for my high school Washington DC trip. It was a great trip. I will be dropping a vlog for that pretty soon, but guys, we're back on that sports content and analysis grind. As you all know, go Tarheels, by the way. This video is about UNC and Duke. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're gonna get right into it, guys. So yes, I took my medicine pills, my Tarheels. We lost today. I will come on the show, and confirm my team. I'm not gonna hide for my team losing. Like some of these other bums out here. I'm on YouTube, things like that. I'm gonna own up to my team. I talked a lot of trash to Duke in the previous video that I made. I gotta give them credit. They won tonight. Now, just some takeaways from the game. UNC loses to Duke. I believe it was 74-73, if I'm not correct. Pretty good game. I personally actually did not watch the game because I was on the bus coming from the senior trip. So but I did watch the highlights. I'm gonna watch probably the whole game. I'll look at the film, all that good stuff. But just some takeaways from the game. Duke with Zion Williamson is pretty much unstoppable. They pretty much only lost one game this year at full strength. That was to Gonzaga. I believe it was the third game of the year. Now I understand they lost to Syracuse, as well, but they had a couple of people not 100% for that game, so they weren't clearly at full strength that game. But I give Syracuse a lot of credit. They beat Duke that time. Duke's just a great team. We lost to a great team tonight. Now, a couple of things of why we lost. I do think Zion Williamson, he's a grown man. He's gonna be the number 1 overall pick. The other night he didn't even miss versus Syracuse. I forget how many shots he missed tonight, but he didn't miss many. He had 31 points tonight. He was dominating the glass too, getting offensive rebounds. He had a couple outside shots too. I think he hit like maybe 2 or 3 threes tonight. He did pretty good. It was a pretty even game. It was a 1-point game. We had a little lead early in the game, 11-point lead, but just couldn't really hold it. Duke made a run. Every team makes a run. Cam Johnson first at 23. Kobe White, he only had like 14 points. He shot I think 4 of 14. It's not very good. 14 points on 14 shots. I think Nasir Little didn't do as. I think he shot somewhat similar. He had like 11 points. They both didn't make a 3. They're going to need to make 3-point shots. Now that play where we had a chance to win the game at the end, where Kobe White took a step back 3. And Nasir Little had to tip in. That didn't go in. I did not agree with. Now we may have not had enough timeouts. I didn't really go back and look, so I might be wrong here. But if we had enough time, if we had a timeout to use, we should have used that timeout. Roy Williams, you have to use a timeout there. You have to set up a play for us to execute. I didn't like the fact that you did not call a timeout right after the free throw was missed. I would have much rather you draw up a play than Kobe White go down the court and just try to jack up a shot. The reason why I'm positive about UNC is because we didn't play our best game. We only shot 39% from the field. Duke shot 45%. We shot 14% from 3. Duke shot 25% from 3. So we only lost by 1 point, and we still out rebounding them. So there's a lot of great things I like about this team. The talent is not an issue on this team. This team's loaded with talent. Luke May, he'll find a spot somewhere in the NBA one day. Like I said, Nasir Little, he's going to be an NBA star if he comes back next year. Even if this year, there's still people mocking him to go in the first round of the draft. Even though he doesn't start for UNC, but he's got NBA talent. Kobe White's one of the best point guards in the nation. He's going to get drafted in the first round this year if he comes out. And Cam Johnson can work in the NBA somewhere too. So the talent's not an issue. And, we've only lost 6 games. So we had the talent. We were 3rd in the nation. Number 3 overall, number 3 in the ACC tournament bracket, things like that. Number 2 in the ACC tournament bracket. So the only thing that really concerns me about UNC, because I think we can play any style of basketball. If we need to play a little bit of defense, we can defend. If we need to shoot the lights out the 3, we can shoot the lights out the 3. The statistics show that. Now, it didn't prove tonight, but you look at our stats on the year. We're a great 3-point shooting team. We're a top 3 scoring team in the nation. We can score with anybody, and we can pound it inside. We pounded it inside versus Duke without Zion. We still did it tonight. Even without the 3-point shots. So we can pound it inside on you. We can shoot mid-range shots. We can shoot jump shots, 3-pointers, all that good stuff. And we're a great passing team. And not to mention, Roy Williams is the second best coach behind Coach K. So there is a lot to like about UNC. The only thing I don't like about my UNC Tar Heels, which is why I'm a little bit of pushback with this, is because I just don't really see the execution game to game, you know, whether it be versus Texas. We did not execute very well down that stretch of that game. It was early in the year, you know, I'll give us a pass on that, but, you know, versus UK, we did not execute well in the second half. Didn't really execute our offense well in the first half either. Versus Virginia at home, we had Virginia at home. We had them beat. We could not close the game out within the last 2 minutes. I think we had like a 4-point lead with 2 minutes to go in this game. We did not close out Duke. We got to find a way to pound the ball inside, just get easy shots down the stretch. We have to do that. We execute down the stretch of games, I think we can win the NCAA tournament. I didn't believe in the team completely last year just due to the fact we didn't have enough shooting and we weren't a great rebounding team. This year, we have flipped that switch, okay? The UNC Tarheels have flipped that switch. We are a great three-point shooting team now. We are a great rebounding team. In fact, we're the #1 rebounding team, I think, coming into this game, statistically, if you look at all the NCAA teams. You know, so we're a great rebounding team. We can shoot. We can score with anybody. We just have to execute down the stretch of the games. And even with Zion Williamson out when we beat him the other night in UNC Chapel Hill, down the stretch of that game, we should have easily beat Duke by almost 20 points. But we let them right back in the game because we kept jacking up threes. You know, we didn't execute our offense. We didn't move the ball. You know, it just wasn't great execution. But if we learned to execute, we can win a national title. We're a top 3 team easily. We're the best team in the ACC. Yes, I'm going to say it right now. We are the best team in the ACC. And I'll give Duke credit. You know, they're going to probably win the ACC tournament. They're going to probably beat Florida State. I'm going to predict them to beat Florida State. Even though I do think Florida State is pretty much a borderline top 10 team. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Duke. But my concerns with Duke, you know, tonight, they still only shot 25% from 3. You know, Cam Reddish, he only had 6 points. He's a mild inconsistency. Trey Jones, is he still playing? I don't know what he's doing. All he does is defend. He's not a great scorer. You know, if Zion Williamson is not spectacular, this team's not going anywhere. Now, most nights, he is spectacular, just like tonight. You saw it. He was spectacular tonight. But also, even with Zion, Duke's free throw shooting is terrible. You know, down the stretch, their free throw shooting for this game was 53%. That's going to come back to haunt them in March Madness. I'm telling you, it is going to come back to haunt Duke. If they can't, they also can't make outside shots. You know, I believe they were like in the 200s as far as free throw percentage goes. I talked about it in the previous video. They're a terrible free throw shooting team. They're not even top 200 in free throw shooting. They're not even top, I think, 300 in three-point shooting. I think they were like in the 380s, something like that. You know, I talked about it in the previous video, but they're just not statistically a great three-point shooting team. They're not great statistically. They're statistically not a great free throw shooting team. I don't think they can play any style of basketball in March Madness. They can't make outside shots consistently. You cannot consistently make outside shots. You're not going to win games. There's going to be a team. I don't know who it is right now, but there's going to be a team that is going to adjust. And now, can Duke win a national title? Yes, I will not be surprised if I'm wrong and they win a national title somehow. But there's going to be a team that's going to force them to not pound it inside. There's going to be a team that forces them to shoot outside shots. There's going to be a team that plays a lot of zone defense. And they're going to force someone else besides Zion Williamson to beat them. Now, they have a ton of players that can do that. RJ Barrett is going to be a top 4 pick. Cam Reddish is probably a top 5 pick, top 6 pick. But, you know, I just need to see a little more consistency from Duke. They showed some consistencies this game, but, you know, I understand Virginia is also a great ACC team, you know, but I don't buy them. You know, they lost today. They only scored 59 points. Virginia, once again, can't score. You know, like, it's pretty much similar to last year. You know, Virginia, great defensive team, the best defensive team in the nation, but they consistently cannot score points. They only scored 59 points tonight. You cannot go into March Madness relying just on your defense to hold everybody under 60. You have to make shots. You have to be able to score. I don't think Virginia can do that. And, you know, but they're a great team. Will not be surprised if they win it all. There's 3 legitimate teams in the ACC and a sleeper in Florida State. ACC basketball is at an all-time high right now, and UNC is still the best team in the ACC. And the Duke Blue Devils are the Duke Suck Devils still. But that's pretty much it for this video. Hit that like button, subscribe. Be sure to comment, you know, your thoughts. Who's the best team in the ACC? You know, I'll break down college basketball a little bit more down the stretch. But it's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, and I'm Ghost.